Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This image is from Origins, and it's compiled of multiple small pieces of paper that were dotted around the map. We had to find them individually and then stick them together to form the full image. We've seen this multiple times before, on Mob of the Dead, and various other places too. Today, we're going to be looking at one particular scrap from one of these types of images, except it's found in Shadows of Evil. Let's look from the top left first and then move towards the bottom right. This has all happened before, the note says. A universe has been born, the others must be undone. Then you've got world volume by the looks of things, world sheet. I think that says variable on that line. You've got a particle there notated as well, and space on one of the axes. There are also all of those spheres on the left side. Now, seeing as the caption is talking about universes being born and undone, there's a good chance that those spheres on the left are supposed to be depictions of individual universes in their own individual spheres. However, you could also just as easily take it to be specifically the planet Earth, and one of them, as you can see in the center, has been crossed out. I guess that is an Earth that needs to be undone for whatever reason. We haven't even looked at the whole image yet, let alone the second one as well, and this is already super interesting in my opinion. The fact that these sorts of themes are being worked into Call of Duty Zombies. Obviously, the storyline has been bonkers from start to finish, although it hasn't finished yet, so I shouldn't really say that, but it's been bonkers throughout, and this is just adding to the chaos. I love it. Now let's look at the right side of the image, which potentially excites me even more than the left side does, and that's saying something. At the top it says, "We are different, but the same," and then, "I must something, there is no something, we all," and then it's cut off again. And then the sentence below it, which I find absolutely fascinating, says, "The children," and then it's cut off, "safe in the," and then the letter H. I think it's rather likely that that H is going to be attached to the word house, seeing as it looks like there's a house right below that sentence. But anyhow, let me explain why I think this is so interesting. Notice the wording is "the children" rather than "the child." So, if this was a note from Maxis, which it quite possibly is because of the quote I'm about to play you, then he's talking about multiple children being safe in a house. He's also talking on the other side of the image about multiple universes, and you've got some dimensional timey-wimey stuff going on there as well. The following audio quote I'm going to play for you is on Shadows of Evil, and it's from the man himself, Dr Maxis. Have a listen.
To any survivors of this realm, I am truly sorry. I wish I could offer you some words of comfort, but I cannot. It is my hope that I can rid the universe of the evil that has plagued us for so long. But in my heart, I know many more dimensions will be lost forever as we continue our journey towards peace. Forgive me.
Pretty somber stuff, right? Maxis is talking about dimensions being lost and is specifically addressing survivors of this realm. He also mentions the fact that he hopes he's going to be able to rid the universe of the evil that has plagued it for so long. This all sounds like it fits right in with the stuff on the left side of the image. Now I'm going to play you another video. This one is from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and it's a cutscene that, when it was first unlocked in-game and we completed the Easter egg on that fateful day, really polarized the community, because some people took it to mean that the zombies storyline was over, others, like myself, took it to mean that zombies could be going in any direction in Black Ops 3, and it looks like Treyarch have taken that idea and gone, yeah, let's literally take this in every direction by having all these multiple universes and crazy multiple worlds and things like that. Anyhow, I'm gonna play you the video now, and then I'm gonna explain why I think it's relevant here.
As the gates to Agartha opened, the four heroes were rewarded with riches beyond imagination. From that day forward, they knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
Getting everything wrong. I told you before their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of my children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie, you get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.
That was the Origins End cutscene. Let's briefly recap. We had two children there, Samantha, Maxis, and Edward, Richtofen. They are in their house and it's pretty stormy outside when we hear a siren. Then, Dr. Maxis tells them to come down to the basement, but only after they've made sure the windows are locked. Samantha goes to lock the window. We can't really see anything out of the window. There don't appear to be any buildings or anything like that. It's just very stormy, and then they both leave the room. One of the final things Samantha says is, "We will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan." Now, don't get me wrong, we still don't understand this cutscene. It still doesn't really fit in with things properly. But what we can say is that in this note that we found on Shadows of Evil, there are children mentioned, plural. The children's safety is referred to, and there's also a house there. If we combine that with the fact that it seemed like it could well be Maxis' note anyway because of the stuff on the left, then we have a quite plausible link to the Origins End cutscene. Could this scrap be from, say, Maxis' diary, and we're seeing his scribblings about his plan that is mentioned in that cutscene, and the children that we see in that cutscene being Samantha and Richtofen? Or could it have been written by someone else entirely? There is, of course, a chance that this is completely unrelated to Origins, and this is completely wrong. The nature of the Zombies storyline is such that we make theories, and then they either turn out to be right until they're proven wrong, or they're proven wrong straight away. So this could well be wrong, and if you think that it is, let me know in the comments section down below, and give me some evidence to back up your claim. To wrap things up now, we're going to tie things in with the Giant. On the Giant, there are also scraps of paper, just like there are on Shadows of Evil, and one of those scraps, it's actually more like 3 of those scraps, but for all intents and purposes, one of those scraps contains what looks like a similar diagram to what we can see on this note from maybe Dr. Maxis. We're missing some scraps, so it makes it harder to see what exactly is going on here, but at the top, it looks like we've got some curved space and a wormhole going between 2 points, and then below that, it looks like we have another set of axes. Now, this is not written by Dr. Maxis, I can categorically tell you that. It's actually Dr. Monty's. So, does that mean that all the stuff that I said before about Dr. Maxis having written that original note was wrong? Well, maybe. It's so early right now, and it's extremely hard to say, but I'll let you guys make your own minds up in the comment section down below. Fingers crossed you appreciate the fact that I've brought this information to you, and let's work together as a community to find all these scraps, piece them all together, and get stuck in with the Zombies storyline in Black Ops 3. Thanks for watching, give the like button a tickle with your nose, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.